So here I am using food to control or try to control, manage and balance emotions. 14 years of anorexia. I've been, I suppose, healing anorexia for the last year or year and a half, but particularly the last year, intensively healing anorexia, which has been challenging, because it's even challenging. It's good to have put on some weight and feel stronger. Eating has been uncomfortable and a very strange experience, because throughout the whole time, really, I've been also depressed, and depression is a contributing factor to anxiety, and ultimately the element of anorexia linked to depression is that of a loss of appetite through really just not enjoying life so much. So I've been eating a lot more and been feeling stronger, having put on weight, but I seem to relapse from time to time, which is an inevitable part of healing the anorexia, because I think occasional fasting is beneficial for the body. That's what I've found has worked for me over a period of time. But if that changed and fasting no longer worked for me, then of course I wouldn't do it anymore. And I'm still at that stage probably where I need to be putting on weight. So the fasting actually triggers the anorexia, because I get out of the habit of the practice of eating when hungry, and it causes a lot of confusion, and it's hard. So I'm just filming, having noticed that my food choices, as I try to come out of a little phase of the triggered anorexia, resuming eating after a fasting period anyway has to be done. It's quite gentle and slow, but for me it also triggers a lot of anger, so I'm just coming out of it and noticed that I'm being very drawn towards eating sugary foods for some reason. I think because they're very tasty, so stimulate the taste buds, provide instant energy for the body, and so it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I also noticed that it can produce quite a sharp elevation of mood, or it did on this occasion, not to say it always will, and I watch out for those kinds of states, because I'm someone who is kind of looking for a little bit of the middle ground, because I'm a little bit of a fearful, still a bit fearful of highs and lows. I'm not here to kind of just suffer on a wave and a roller coaster of emotions, and I know it's good to try and just be with what is happening, and some people are great at riding a roller coaster of emotions, but I'm not that into the extreme states. The extreme lows, it's not it's just not that fun to go that low, and equally getting really high for me is a kind of a little bit of it can be, kind of makes me worry a little bit, because I think it might actually it could actually contribute to kind of more of the opposite. So I feel more comfortable somewhere slightly in the middle, and just to enjoy life in a calm and calm, more centered, calm, peaceful way. So that's kind of what I go for. So yeah, that's been good to share, and I will say goodbye and get back to my my yogurt and orange.